Iran.
Got it! Let's go! Move! Move! Move!
Iran. In recent years, the skies over this ancient land have been illuminated by the harsh flash of conflict. As proxy wars escalated into unprecedented direct strikes, and the echoes of modern warfare dominated global headlines. But beyond the crosshairs of geopolitical tension lies a timeless civilization waiting to reveal its hidden beauty. To judge a civilization spanning millennia by the conflicts of a single decade is to view the world through a narrow keyhole. This is a land of unimaginable scale, where geography dictates destiny and where extreme environments have forged an unbreakable spirit. Welcome to the Dasht-e Lut. Covering over 50,000 square kilometers, this is the crucible of the Iranian plateau. Here, on the dark volcanic rocks of Kandovan, the Earth absorbs the sun's fury, recording staggering surface temperatures of nearly 71 degrees Celsius. It is the hottest place on Earth, a landscape seemingly devoid of life, yet possessing a haunting, sculptural majesty. From the burning plains, the land rises violently to the roof of Iran. Mount Damavand, towering 5,610 meters into the sky, it is the tallest volcano in Asia. But Damavand is more than a geological giant. It is the mythological anchor of the Persian soul. In the ancient verses of the Shahnameh, this is where the heroic Faradun chained the tyrant Zahak to the freezing rocks, binding evil until the end of the world. It is the eternal symbol of Iranian resilience. That same resilience built empires. 2,500 years ago, Cyrus the Great laid the foundations for a civilization that valued diplomacy and multicultural integration. Here, at Persepolis, on a massive artificial terrace, the Achaemenid kings built the ceremonial heart of the ancient world. Though Alexander the Great burned these palaces to the ground in a night of fire, the stone endures. Walking among these ruins today, one is transported into a dreamlike trance, feeling the lingering pulse of an empire that once spanned from the Indus River to the Mediterranean. The architectural evolution of Iran is an unbroken synthesis of mathematics, astronomy, and profound spiritual devotion. In Shiraz, the Pink Mosque defies traditional Islamic design. As morning light strikes the massive Orosi-stained glass windows, the interior transforms into an ethereal, floating kaleidoscope. Just across the city lies Shah Cheragh, the King of the Light. Ordered by a 14th century queen, the interior is covered in millions of hand-cut mirror shards. This Ayini-Kari mirror work does not just reflect light, it fractures and multiplies it, completely dissolving the viewer's sense of ego and time, creating a space of absolute spiritual immersion. In Isfahan, known historically as half of the world, engineering meets social harmony. The Persepolis, a massive 17th century bridge of 33 arches, acts as a dam and the vibrant center of the city's nocturnal life. Here, ancient infrastructure still facilitates a modern community. Nearby, the shaking minarets demonstrate a profound, ancient grasp of kinetic physics, vibrating in perfect resonance without ever cracking the 700-year-old masonry. To survive the punishing central desert, the ancient engineers of Yazd turned to the sky. For over 2 millennia, these wind catchers have captured the slight desert breezes, funneling them down over underground water channels called qanats. Through rapid evaporative cooling, indoor temperatures plummet by up to 15 degrees Celsius. It is zero electricity, passive cooling, an ancient, brilliant solution that holds vital lessons for our modern, warming world. Far from the cities, survival requires motion. Twice a year, tens of thousands of Bakhtiari nomads undertake the Qeshm, a grueling 45-day migration across the Zagros mountains. They must cross the towering Zardku and navigate raging snowmelt rivers to find seasonal pastures. It is an awe-inspiring, perilous battle for life, demonstrating an unbreakable, necessary bond between humanity and a harsh environment. The essence of Iran is woven by hand. Creating a Persian carpet takes millions of precise, symmetrical knots. But the true beauty lies in the soundscape of the rural workshops. In a highly endangered tradition called Naqsh-e-Khani, weavers do not just read patterns, they sing them. Interwoven with these commands are deep, melancholic folk songs and lullabies. This auditory tradition transforms exhausting manual labor into a shared, cathartic release of emotion and resilience. This deep patience extends to the culinary arts. In the north, the quintessential stew fesenjan is slowly simmered, extracting the rich oils of ground walnuts to balance the tartness of pomegranate. Served alongside the prized, crispy tahdig rice, it is an alchemy of flavor. And always there is tea. Poured from silver samovars, tea is the lifeblood of Iranian social life, governed by the complex rules of Tarof, a societal framework built entirely on extreme hospitality, profound respect, and honoring the guest above all else. Far from the northern mountains and central deserts, Iran's southern coast reveals an entirely different, almost alien canvas. Welcome to Hormuz, the rainbow island of the Persian Gulf. Here, immense concentrations of iron oxide have dyed the earth, and the very waves that kiss it a deep, surreal crimson. It is a geological masterpiece, an island where the mountains are painted in vibrant strokes of ochre, mustard, and blood red. But this island offers more than just a visual feast. The mineral-rich red soil, known locally as gelak, is so pure that islanders have used it for generations as a traditional spice in their seafood. Walking along these quiet, fiery shores, with the salty Gulf breeze in your face, feels less like exploring the Middle East and more like stepping on to the untouched plains of Mars. Just across the water lies Qeshm, the largest island in the Persian Gulf, and a UNESCO global geopark that defies imagination. Here, wind and water are not just forces of nature. They are ancient, patient sculptors. In the Valley of Stars, local lore whispers that a fallen star smashed into the earth millennia ago to carve these towering, ghostly canyons. As the fierce coastal winds whistle through the jagged ravines, they create an eerie, haunting melody that echoes through the stone labyrinth. It is a sanctuary entirely untouched by the rapid pace of modernity. Standing amidst these silent pillars under a canopy of spinning galaxies, one bears witness to the raw, untamed artistry of deep time, a profound reminder of nature's quiet endurance. Leaving the surreal southern shores, our journey turns to the rugged northwest, where human habitation merges seamlessly with geology. In the shadow of Mount Sahand lies Kandovan. Legend says these towering, cone-shaped pillars of volcanic ash first offered refuge to those fleeing the Mongol invasion over 7 centuries ago. Today, it remains one of the last living troglodyte villages on Earth. The porous rock acts as a perfect natural insulator, keeping the interiors remarkably cool during scorching summers and fiercely warm through the bitter, snow-covered winters. It is a breathtaking testament to humanity's ability not just to survive, but to craft a warm, enduring existence within the raw, unyielding contours of the Earth. This same spirit of endurance is monumentalized deep in the southern desert at the Bam Citadel. Once the largest adobe stronghold in the world, this sprawling mud brick oasis stood as a vital guardian and trading hub on the ancient Silk Road for over 2 millennia. Constructed entirely from unbaked clay, earth, and the trunks of palm trees, Arji Bam is a marvel of ancient urban planning. Though devastated by a catastrophic earthquake in 2003, the Citadel is rising from the dust once more. Brick by sun-dried brick, the meticulous restoration of this ancient city is not just an architectural revival, it is a profound symbol of the unbreakable will of a nation that refuses to let its history crumble. Journeying back to the extreme northwest, the landscape transforms once more into a surreal, almost extraterrestrial canvas. This is Lake Urmia. Once one of the largest saltwater lakes on Earth and a massive sanctuary for migratory flamingos, its hypersaline waters are now dyed a brilliant, striking pink by microscopic algae that thrive in the harsh, receding tides. The sight of these crimson waters lapping against shores of blinding white salt is a powerful, melancholic masterpiece. For generations, locals have sought out the legendary black mud hidden beneath these salt crusts for its therapeutic healing properties. Today, it is an ecosystem caught in a delicate balance, a stark reminder of nature's fragility, yet radiating a profound, haunting beauty that refuses to fade even as the waters retreat. From the silent, salty plains, we plunge into the roaring vitality of the Zagros Mountains. Hidden within the monumental cliffs of Kermanshah lies Piran, one of Iran's tallest and most dramatic waterfalls, plunging nearly 100 meters down a sheer precipice. Here, nature is not a quiet sculptor, but a violent, unstoppable force. Carving its way through the sheer rock over millennia, a cascading snowmelt creates a lush, vibrant microclimate that completely defies the arid reputation of the Middle East. It is a place of primal energy. Standing at the base of these towering cliffs, feeling the cold, thunderous mist on your face, the sheer scale and raw power of the Iranian wilderness leave you entirely humbled. Hidden behind unassuming clay walls in the heart of Qeshm lies a masterpiece of geometry and light, the Sultan Emir Ahmad bathhouse. In ancient Persia, the hammam was never merely a place for physical purification, it was the vibrant epicenter of civic and intellectual life. Every inch of this 16th century marvel is a profound triumph of architectural elegance. The ingenious convex glass embedded in the multi-domed roof floods the subterranean vaults with a soft, heavenly glow while maintaining absolute privacy. Surrounded by flawless symmetry and mesmerizing mosaics, one can almost hear the whispered conversations of centuries past, a sanctuary of absolute tranquility, perfectly preserved in stone and tile. Our journey concludes in the bustling capital, Tehran. For centuries, the economic heartbeat of the nation resided within the 10-kilometer labyrinth of the Grand Bazaar. It is a place of intense commerce, where the entrepreneurial spirit of the Iranian people endures against the weight of heavy economic sanctions. But Tehran is not bound by the past. Spanning the Modares Highway is the Tabiat, or Nature Bridge. Designed by a young Iranian woman, this award-winning eco-friendly structure encourages pedestrians to wander its multi-level wooden decks and simply exist. As locals gather here to escape the noise below and gaze out at the snow-capped Alborz Mountains, the true narrative of this nation comes into focus. Iran is not frozen in antiquity, nor is it defined by the geopolitical conflicts of today. It is a living, breathing continuum, a profound, beautiful civilization that has survived the extremes of the earth and the extremes of history with its soul entirely intact.